What if ancient wisdom could transform your daily productivity and mental strength? Stick around to uncover 10 Stoic secrets that will help you seize every single day. Welcome, everyone, to a truly transformative journey. One that draws on the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy to reshape the way we live, work, and thrive. I've always been fascinated by how ancient teachings can still hold profound relevance in our fast-paced modern world. Thinkers like Epictetus and Seneca didn't just offer abstract ideas. They provided practical tools to build mental resilience, improve focus, and enhance overall well-being. Their insights can revolutionize not just our productivity, but also our health, mentally, emotionally, and physically. Imagine a life where distractions no longer derail you, where stress doesn't weigh you down, and where each day feels purposeful. That's the power of Stoicism. It teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we can't. So let me ask you this: are you truly making the most of your day? Or do you feel like time slips through your fingers, leaving you unfulfilled? Reflect on that for a moment, because today we're diving deeper into how these ancient secrets can help you seize every single day with intention and strength. Let's face it, staying productive in today's world feels like an uphill battle. As I observe the lives around me, I see constant distractions pulling us away from what truly matters. Smartphones ping with notifications, social media tempts us with endless scrolling, and a barrage of emails demands our attention. According to verywellmind.com, these distractions fragment our focus, leaving us feeling scattered and unaccomplished. Then there's stress, an ever-present shadow. Balancing work, family, and personal goals creates a pressure that often feels unmanageable. MayoClinic.org highlights how chronic stress can lead to anxiety, insomnia, and even heart issues if left unchecked. And let's not forget procrastination. It creeps in quietly, whispering that we can always do it later. Until deadlines loom and panic sets in. This habit doesn't just derail our tasks, it chips away at our mental health, fostering guilt and self-doubt. Studies from MayoClinic.org show that prolonged procrastination can increase cortisol levels, triggering physical symptoms like headaches and fatigue. The reality is, these modern struggles, distractions, stress, and procrastination don't just hinder productivity, they take a tangible toll on our mental and physical well-being. It's a cycle that keeps us trapped, far from the vibrant, purposeful lives we crave. As we've seen, modern life bombards us with distractions and stress, pulling us away from truly living each day to its fullest. Now, let's turn to the wisdom of the Stoics to understand why so many of us fail to seize the day. I've always found their perspective strikingly relevant, even thousands of years later. The ancient Stoic thinkers, like Epictetus and Seneca, believed that one of our greatest pitfalls is a lack of discipline. Without it, we allow ourselves to be swayed by every fleeting impulse, or shiny distraction, losing sight of what truly matters. Imagine you're constantly checking your phone for notifications instead of focusing on a meaningful task. That's a lack of discipline, steering you off course. Moreover, the Stoics pointed out our inability to prioritize the present moment. Seneca often wrote about how we waste time worrying about the future or ruminating on the past, neglecting the only moment we truly have, right now. They argued that we must train ourselves to anchor in the present, to focus on what we can control at this very moment, rather than being pulled into endless cycles of what-ifs or should-haves. It's a simple yet profound truth. When we fail to live in the now, we let the day slip through our fingers. Picture yourself delaying an important project because you're caught up in overthinking outcomes that haven't even happened. That's precisely where we lose grip. The Stoic lens challenges us to confront these shortcomings head-on. They teach that discipline isn't just willpower. It's a daily practice of choosing focus over chaos and prioritizing the present. It's not just a mindset, but a deliberate act of reclaiming your time. By understanding and addressing these failures, as the Stoics did, we can start to build a foundation for a more intentional, productive life. Let's hold on to this thought as we explore the real health consequences of letting distractions rule our days. Building on the Stoic perspective of failing to seize the day due to a lack of discipline, let's dive deeper into how these struggles take a real toll on our well-being. I've seen countless individuals caught in the cycle of procrastination and poor time management, and the health consequences are far from trivial. Chronic procrastination doesn't just delay tasks, it piles up stress, gnawing at both mental and physical health. According to insights from WebMD.com, persistent stress from unfinished responsibilities can trigger anxiety, disrupt sleep patterns, and even weaken the immune system. Think about that for a moment. The tasks we push off today could be silently harming us tomorrow. Beyond stress, there's the looming risk of burnout, a state of complete emotional and physical exhaustion. WebMD also notes that constantly feeling overwhelmed by unmanaged time can lead to fatigue, irritability, and I've observed how this vicious cycle drains energy, making it harder to break free. Poor time management doesn't just rob us of productivity, it steals our health, leaving us vulnerable to long-term issues. But there's hope. As we move forward, we'll explore the Stoic principle of living in the present, inspired by Lucius Seneca, to help us focus on today and reclaim control over our time and well-being. As we navigate the relentless pace of modern life, it's easy to lose sight of the present moment. I've seen countless individuals caught in the trap of procrastination, always postponing tasks with the illusion of tomorrow. But let me share with you the first Stoic secret that can transform your approach to life: the urgency of now. Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Lucius Seneca, a Roman Stoic philosopher, this principle reminds us that time is our most precious asset, and it's fleeting. Seneca once wrote that we waste much of life preparing for the future, while the only moment we truly own is today. So, how do we embrace this urgency? First, start each morning with intention. Ask yourself, what must I accomplish today to feel fulfilled? Write down 1 or 2 key tasks and commit to them before the day slips away. Second, stop overthinking the perfect moment. It doesn't exist. Take that first step now, whether it's a workout, a difficult conversation, or a project you've delayed. Finally, practice mindfulness by focusing on the task at hand. If your mind wanders to tomorrow's worries, gently bring it back to now. This not only boosts productivity, but also nurtures mental clarity, reducing the stress that festers from unfinished business, as we've seen with the health impacts of procrastination. By anchoring ourselves in the present, we reclaim control over our time and energy, an essential foundation for health and purpose. And this sets the stage beautifully for our next secret, rational action, where we'll explore how clear thinking can further refine our focus and eliminate wasteful habits. Following the Stoic call to embrace the urgency of now, let's dive into the second secret, rational action. Inspired by the teachings of Epictetus, this principle centers on using clear, logical thinking to guide our daily choices. I've seen how often we get tangled in endless distractions or overthink trivial matters, leaving us mentally drained and far from productive. Epictetus reminds us to focus only on what we can control and to let go of the rest. So, how can we apply this? Start by evaluating your to-do list each morning. Ask yourself, what truly matters today? Which tasks align with my goals and which are just noise? Prioritize ruthlessly, cutting out habits or activities that waste time, whether it's mindless scrolling or worrying about things beyond your influence. This isn't about being cold or detached. It's about clarity. When I began practicing, decisions became easier, stress lessened, and I could channel my energy into meaningful action. Rational thinking acts as a filter, helping us declutter our minds and focus on purposeful steps. As we move forward to seizing challenges, remember that a rational mind is your foundation for tackling any obstacle with confidence. Now, let's dive into the third Stoic secret, seizing challenges. I've often observed how life throws curveballs at us, whether it's a looming deadline, a personal setback, or an unexpected crisis. The Stoic mindset, rooted in the teachings of thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, urges us to view these obstacles not as burdens, but as opportunities for growth. They believed that every challenge is a chance to test our resilience and build our character. Imagine a muscle. It only grows stronger when it's pushed against resistance. Similarly, our mental and emotional strength develops when we face adversity head-on. So how can we practically embrace this mindset? First, reframe your perspective. When a problem arises, instead of asking, "Why me?" ask, "What can I learn from this?" This simple shift can transform frustration into curiosity. Next, take action, no matter how small. Break the challenge into manageable steps and tackle one at a time. Finally, remember that discomfort is temporary. Stoics teach us to endure it with patience, knowing it shapes us into better versions of ourselves. By seizing challenges, we don't just overcome them, we emerge stronger, ready for whatever comes next. This approach not only boosts our productivity, but also nurtures a profound sense of inner calm, grounding us in the face of life's storms. Let's carry this powerful mindset forward as we explore the next secret, as we build on the Stoic idea of seizing challenges as opportunities. Let's dive into another powerful practice, self-reflection. I've seen how transformative this habit can be, both in my own life and in the lives of countless others striving for better mental health. Inspired by ancient Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, who often wrote in his journal to examine his thoughts, self-reflection is about pausing to look inward, to understand where we stand and where we're headed. It's about carving out time each morning to set intentions for the day ahead. What do I want to achieve today? What virtues like patience or focus can I embody? This simple act primes your mind for purpose and clarity. Then, in the evening, take a few quiet moments to review. Reflect on what went well, what didn't, and why. I find this helps release lingering stress and prepares me for rest, knowing I've learned something from the day. This dual practice of morning and evening reflection isn't just a ritual. It's a pathway to heightened self-awareness. It keeps us grounded, reduces anxiety, and fosters emotional resilience. Studies even suggest that reflective practices can improve mental well-being by helping us process emotions more effectively. So, start small. Grab a notebook or simply sit in silence for 5 minutes, twice a day. You'll be amazed at how much clearer your mind becomes, how much more in tune you are with your own needs. As we move forward to explore temperance and moderating distractions, remember that self-reflection lays the foundation for a balanced, focused life. As we build on the habit of self-reflection, let's turn to another powerful Stoic secret: temperance. This principle, rooted in the teachings of ancient thinkers, is all about moderating our desires and taming distractions to sharpen focus and reduce stress. Observing countless individuals over the years, I've seen how unchecked cravings for endless scrolling, overindulgence, and distractions, or constant multitasking, fragment our attention and drain our mental energy. Temperance teaches us to step back, to say enough to fleeting urges, and to prioritize what truly matters. Research from the National Center for Complementary and Integrative Health highlights how mindfulness, a modern cousin of temperance, helps lower stress by anchoring us in the present. So try this. Set boundaries for distractions, limit screen time, savor simple meals, and breathe deeply during urges. By practicing restraint, we create space for clarity and calm. Temperance isn't deprivation, it's liberation from excess, paving the way for a healthier, more focused life. Let's carry this forward as we explore embracing fate next. Let's dive into the sixth Stoic secret, embracing fate, or as the Stoics called it, amor fati, loving one's fate. I've come to see this as a powerful mindset shift. It's not about passively accepting life's hardships, but actively welcoming them as part of your journey. Imagine facing every challenge, every setback, with an attitude of acceptance, even gratitude. The Stoic philosopher Epictetus taught that we can't control external events, only our response to them. By embracing what comes, good or bad, we free ourselves from frustration and find inner peace. This isn't just philosophy, it's a health strategy. When we stop resisting life's twists and turns, we reduce chronic stress and cultivate a proactive spirit. Amor fati teaches us to see every moment as necessary, shaping us into stronger, wiser individuals. As we build on this, we'll soon explore courage, the next secret to facing fears head-on. But for now, ask yourself, can I love my fate no matter what it brings? Let's talk about courage, a cornerstone of Stoic philosophy that can transform how we face our fears and build resilience. I've seen countless individuals struggle with anxiety over what might go wrong. But the Stoics, like Epictetus, teach us to confront challenges head-on with a clear mind. Courage isn't about being fearless. It's about acting despite fear, understanding that discomfort often leads to growth. One powerful strategy is to visualize potential obstacles before they happen, a practice the Stoics called premeditatio malorum. By imagining setbacks, we prepare ourselves emotionally and reduce their impact. Another tip, supported by insights from clevelandclinic.org, is to take small, consistent steps toward what scares us, whether it's a tough conversation or a daunting task. This builds emotional strength over time. When we embrace courage, we not only overcome personal barriers, but also enhance our emotional well-being, laying a foundation for handling life's uncertainties. As we move forward, let's see how Stoic wisdom guides our daily decisions for meaningful impact. Let's dive into the eighth Stoic secret, wisdom in action. As I've come to understand through years of exploring health and productivity, the Stoics, especially Epictetus, taught us to focus only on what's within our control. It's a powerful shift. Instead of worrying about external outcomes or others' opinions, we channel our energy into deliberate, meaningful decisions. Imagine this. Each day, you face countless choices: how to respond to a challenge, where to invest your time, or even how to care for your well-being. Applying Stoic wisdom means pausing and asking yourself, is this within my power to change? If it isn't, let it go. If it is, act with purpose. This approach not only sharpens focus, but also reduces mental clutter, fostering a sense of calm productivity. Aligning daily actions with what we can control, we build a life of intention, one decision at a time. It's about creating small, mindful victories that compound into lasting health and progress. a lesson that transforms how we seize each day. Let's move to the ninth Stoic secret: balancing work and leisure to prevent burnout. Seeing how the relentless pursuit of productivity often leaves us drained, neglecting the vital role of rest. The Stoics, with their principle of moderation, remind us that life isn't just about constant toil. It's about harmony. Think of your day as a rhythm. Work hard when it's time to focus, but equally, allow yourself moments to recharge. Without this balance, stress builds, and both mental and physical health suffer. A practical step is to set boundaries, like designating specific hours for work and ensuring time for activities that bring joy, whether it's a quiet walk or a hobby. Seneca himself valued rest as a way to restore the mind for better clarity. And I've found this to be true. When we step away, we often return sharper and more creative. So, embrace moderation. Don't just grind endlessly. Balance is the key to sustainable energy and a healthier life, setting the stage for living with true purpose, which we'll explore next. As we wrap up our journey through Stoic wisdom, let's focus on the final secret: purposeful living. I've come to see how living each day with intention and virtue can truly transform our lives. It's about waking up with a clear sense of why you're here and aligning your actions with your deepest values. The Stoics taught us that true satisfaction comes from pursuing what's meaningful, not momentary. So ask yourself, what matters most to you today? Is it nurturing your relationships, contributing to your community, or personal growth? Take small, deliberate steps toward that purpose. Whether it's dedicating time to a passion or simply being present for someone, let virtue guide you. This approach fosters a sense of fulfillment that no fleeting distraction can match. By living purposefully, you cultivate continuous growth and a deeper connection to life itself, paving the way for lasting contentment. Let this be your compass as you seize each day with unwavering intention. Let me tell you about Julia, a young woman from a small town who once felt trapped in a whirlwind of chaos and stress. Like so many of us, Julia juggled a demanding job, endless responsibilities, and the constant pressure to keep up. Her days were a blur of unfinished tasks, late nights, and mounting anxiety. She barely slept, her health deteriorated, and burnout seemed inevitable. But then, Julia stumbled upon the timeless wisdom of Stoic philosophy, and it changed everything. She started small, embracing the idea of living with intention, as we discussed earlier, with purposeful living. Instead of drowning in distractions, she focused on what truly mattered each day. Julia began practicing the urgency of now, prioritizing tasks that aligned with her goals rather than procrastinating. She learned to view challenges not as burdens, but as opportunities to grow, adopting a Stoic mindset of seizing every obstacle. Through daily self-reflection, she gained clarity on her actions, and by moderating her desires with temperance, she reduced unnecessary stress. Slowly but surely, Julia transformed her life from chaos to balance, finding inner peace by accepting life's highs and lows with amor fati. Her physical health improved as stress melted away, and her productivity soared with newfound focus. Julia's journey reminds us that these ancient Stoic secrets are not just theories, they are practical tools that can rebuild lives, one day at a time. As we'll see next, a pivotal moment in her story truly cemented this transformation. Let's dive deeper into Julia's journey, where a single turning point changed everything for her. At the peak of her struggles, Julia faced a major crisis at work. A project deadline she couldn't meet, coupled with mounting pressure from her team. Stress consumed her. Sleepless nights became the norm, and her health began to falter. But this was when she turned to the Stoic practices of self-reflection and rational action that she had recently embraced. She started by setting aside quiet moments each evening to reflect on her day, asking herself what she could control and what she needed to let go of. This simple act of introspection helped her see that her fear of failure was clouding her judgment. With clarity, she then applied rational action, breaking the overwhelming project into manageable steps. Julia's stress levels dropped. Her energy returned, and her confidence soared as she realized she had the power to navigate chaos with a calm, focused mind. Her productivity wasn't just restored, it reached new heights, and more importantly, she began to feel a sense of balance she hadn't known in years. The impact on her mental and physical health was profound. Less anxiety, better sleep, and a renewed sense of purpose emerged from this Stoic shift. Imagine facing your own challenges with such clarity and strength. Julia's story shows us that by reflecting deeply and acting rationally, we can transform even the most daunting crises into opportunities for growth. As I reflect on Julia's transformative journey, it becomes clear that Stoic principles are not just ancient philosophies, they're timeless tools for modern living. These teachings, rooted in the wisdom of thinkers like Epictetus and Seneca, offer a pathway to a healthier, more fulfilled life. Imagine waking up each day with a sense of purpose, knowing that you have the mental clarity to tackle challenges and the resilience to embrace whatever comes your way. By focusing on what's within our control, as the Stoics taught, we reduce unnecessary stress and anxiety, a fact supported by modern health insights from organizations like the Mayo Clinic, which emphasize the importance of mindfulness in combating mental strain. Moreover, Stoicism encourages balance, reminding us to harmonize productivity with rest, thus preventing burnout. It's about living intentionally, valuing the present, and finding peace in life's inevitable ups and downs. When we apply these principles, as Julia did, we don't just improve our productivity, we enhance our physical well-being by lowering stress-related health risks and fostering emotional stability. The collective wisdom of the Stoics, paired with today's understanding of health, shows us that true fulfillment comes from aligning our actions with virtue and reason. Embracing even one of these secrets can ripple through every aspect of our lives, creating a foundation for lasting growth and happiness. As we wrap up this journey through ancient wisdom, let's revisit the 10 Stoic secrets that can transform your productivity and well-being. First, embrace the urgency of now. Focus on today. Second, use rational action to prioritize what matters. Third, seize challenges as opportunities for growth. Fourth, reflect daily to stay grounded. Fifth, practice temperance to minimize distractions. Sixth, embrace fate with amor fati for inner peace. Seventh, summon courage to face fears head-on. Eighth, apply wisdom to every decision. Ninth, balance work and leisure to avoid burnout. And 10th, live purposefully with intention and virtue. These timeless principles don't just skyrocket productivity, they nurture mental clarity and physical health, reducing stress and fostering resilience. I've seen countless lives change by adopting even one of these secrets, and I believe you can too. So, take that first step. Pick one Stoic secret to implement today and watch how it shifts your perspective and energy. Small changes lead to profound results. Which Stoic secret will you try first? Drop your thoughts in the comments below and subscribe for more life-changing content on health and personal growth.